So unfortunately I haven't bought any books this month. Lies. Hi everyone, welcome to yet another book haul, and I'm just going to jump into the books that I've picked up here, and these are the books that I'm going to be adding to my TBR and hopefully getting through them pretty quickly. The first book that I've got is Summer Days and Summer Nights by Stephanie Perkins. This was actually sent to me by the publishers, so I'm really excited to get into this, and I have to say what a gorgeous cover it is. Look at that. It's so summery, and the actual paper is yellow on the outside, so I really think that is very pretty. So it's a short story collection of 12 summer romances, and with it being summer and the sun's starting to come out a little bit more now, I'm really excited to read this. So this is next on my TBR pile, so look out for more talk about this one because it will be read pretty quickly. So after that I've got The Mistake I Made by Paula Daly. If you watch most of my videos, you'll possibly see me mention Just What Kind of Mother Are You by Paula Daly. I was absolutely blown away by that. It was an amazing thriller. I loved it and I couldn't put it down, and it stayed with me for weeks after I'd read it, where I kept sort of thinking about it, and I really enjoyed it. So I picked up The Mistake I Made, and the premise sounds really interesting. It's about a single mother who her business has gone under, she's crippled by debt, and she meets a stranger who says for one night with her he'll give her enough money to get her back from the brink, so she has to make the decision of whether she's going to do it or not. And yeah, I'm just not sure what's going to happen with this, so it really interests me and I'm quite excited to give that a go, so that's going again straight to the top of my TBR pile. Next I've got Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. And this really sounds interesting. It's about the perfect marriage, or not quite so perfect. From what I've gathered, it seems that it looks like Jack and Grace, is it Jack? Yeah, Jack and Grace have got a perfect marriage, but have they really? People who want to be friendly with Grace can't seem to get quite close to her because she's always with Jack, and then people start noticing that she's never seen without Jack, and that there's bars on the windows and things. So I'm assuming it's a sort of a tale of sort of obsessive love, perhaps, domestic violence, I'm assuming. So I'm really interested to find out what this is actually about, because I haven't read a lot of thrillers based on domestic violence or anything like that. It tends to be sort of a threat from outside of the home, and in one of the last books that I read, which was Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty, that touched upon domestic violence, and I found it quite interesting isn't the word to use, educational I think might be the word for it, sort of to get into that sort of mindset and just see things from a different perspective. So I'm hoping that this might be similar. Next up I've got Misery by Stephen King. I got this for 30p at a charity shop, and I did see the movie of Misery quite a few years ago. So basically it's an author who writes a series of books about a girl called Misery, and he happens to be in his car and ends up in an accident, and he's rescued by his #1 fan, who's an absolute psychopath, and she holds him hostage at her little secluded house in the middle of nowhere. And I'm not really sure how different the book will be from the film, but I'm really excited to give this a go. And finally I picked up The Secret History by Donna Tartt, simply because everybody always talks about how amazing it is, and I don't want to be the only one missing out not knowing what it is or anything. So I picked this up, again, charity shop, 30p. So that's my book haul this month, and if you've read any of them let me know, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!